A very good evening from Bangkok in Thailand. It's hard to believe that this city traces its roots to a small trading post during the 15th century. Today, this thriving and vibrant place welcomes the TotalEnergies BWF Thomas and Uber Cup Finals 2022 here at one of Asia's largest venues, the Impact Arena. Badminton in a sporting celebration that would no doubt make Sir George Thomas and a certain Betty Uber very proud once again. And a lot riding on a... And let's take a look at our first competitor here, Pasala Venkata Sindhu, 26 years old now, 179 in height, from Hyderabad in India. 2018 it was, she was up at number 2 in the world. She has the makings of it, but has yet to accomplish that number 1 in the world ranking spot, despite winning the World Championships in Basel in 2019. And there's 30-year-old Michelle Lee. Not quite as tall at 172, born in Hong Kong, China, but badminton fans will know she represents Canada throughout her life. Currently ranked at number 11. She's been up there for quite some time, ranked 8. Inside the top 10, that was just 2 years ago in 2020. Sydney Gallas from New Zealand, our umpire for this one. And he'll be supported by Hader Ditto of France, our service judge here on court number 3. So both of these teams will face Korea this week in Group D. Korea the favourites, second seed here.
Ready to play.
India most likely to go through on paper, but a fervent Canada team here could cause something of an upset to India's plans. So a lot riding on this match. First match up in the group could actually decide the outcome of who goes through the group stages, with a weakened doubles format for India. Could go right down to the wire here to decide who goes through the group, most likely with South Korea.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, India, represented by Pasala V. Sindhu. And on my left, Canada, represented by Mr. Lee. Canada's third level, like
So Michelle Lee of Canada with the opening serve to get us underway for what is the 10th meeting between these two players.
1 love.
PV Sindhu has won 7 of those 9 meetings. Including the last 5 which have taken place since 2016. So PV Sindhu unbeaten by Michelle Lee in 6 years now.
2-1.
What a shot from PV Sindhu.
3.
Around the head, cross-court slice winner. No answer to that deception. And already off to a terrific start here, Sindhu.
Service over. 2-4. Service over. 5-2.
Might have been drifting just wide. That one certainly is. Good rally for Michelle Lee.
Service over. 3-5.
That's twice Sindhu's allowed the drift to take that one out to the right-hand side of that tram line.
Service over. 6-3.
Yeah, well played, Sindhu. She uses her height so well to take the shuttle early, forcing Michelle Lee to have to move quicker to keep up with the pace.
7-3.
Very few women's singles players out there on the tour as tall as
Service over.
PV Sindhu.
4-7.
And Sindhu misfires once more.
7.
Not so much nerves on day one, more of a finding your feet out here in these conditions. Another huge arena.
7.
And timing of the shuttle always trickier in this kind of environment.
Service over. 8-6.
Unfortunate for Michelle Lee. Some impressive shot making early on in that rally.
10-6.
Great winner from Michelle Lee.
So it's over. 13,
And
11.
Sindhu pumping herself up now. Looking more aggressive in her body language.
Fourteen, 11.
Great rally from Lee.
12-14.
The deceptive net shot did the damage in the end. And another winner from Michelle Lee.
13-14.
The variation in attack being used well here. And after being 4 or 5 points down at the start of this game, Michelle Lee has clawed her way back, even with Sindhu.
Service over. 15-14.
Terrific shots again from Michelle Lee. Turning defence into attack. A really gritty performance so far. Lovely net shot to finish.
Service over. 16-15.
Oh, it's gone long, the punch clear from Sindhu.
Service over. 16-all.
And with the help of the net, the rally continues. Oh, great defence again from Michelle Lee. She's all at sea here, but fighting hard. giving this match everything is Michelle Lee.
Play.
Gone wide, and the fist pump from Sindhu, delighted with that decision. Decision from Sindhu, but she's played it in the end and kept her composure well.
60.
Accurate shots, and looked to the coach to ask whether coach thought that one was going wide. Sindhu took no chances.
$19-16.
Well, what a smash from Sindhu.
20, game point 16.
Perfectly positioned, very difficult to defend, and earns herself game point here in the first.
Service over.
Confidence from Michelle
17,
Lee to
20.
use some deception at the net. And Sindhu watches that one drift out wide.
Game won by India, 21-17.
And it was a scrap for Sindhu. I don't think she expected Michelle Lee to come out as fiercely in defence as she has done. But it's the higher seeded PV Sindhu that takes game one, 21-17.
चाहे उठेगा मैं हम खेल रहे थे ना बट वो क्या करेगी स्लो ड्रॉप मारेगी जो तुमने उसे फंसाया ना जो मैंने बोला स्लो ड्रॉप बट आप नेट पे रख लोगे ना फंसेगी अब बट नेट पे रख के वही रेडी रहना ऊपर वाली शटल पे बहुत टाइम मिलेगा नेट पे रख के वही रेडी रहना ठीक है मुझे पता है 15 पॉइंट के बाद है ना ठीक है बस
Court 3, 20 seconds. Court 3, 20 seconds. Second game.
And again, that one looked in from this angle.
6.
ball to the mid-court drives and then using that opportunity to assert some damage. Winner after winner the last few rallies.
Interval.
And Sindhu rushes off court to use the interval as best she can. Michelle Lee labours to the box. Frustrated, disappointed right now with the start to this second game. 11-6 the interval. And a game to the good for PV Sindhu.
Come on.
Eleven, 6. Line.
Good attack this time from Michelle Lee. Closing the gap, but still a lot of work to do, especially when Sindhu's firing like she is.
Service over. 13-7.
And Sindhu continuing this good run of form she's been having of late. Twice a winner this year, the Swiss Open and also the Syed Modi Indian International. Semi-finalists at the Asia Championships. PV Sindhu. Impressive amount of ranking points that keep her up at number 7 in the world currently.
15-8.
Michelle Lee, in contrast, various quarter-final and semi-final results through last year. Looking for a way to rekindle the form she had towards the end of the 2019 calendar year with semi-finals in USA, Korea, and Japan.
8.
It was those performances that took her up inside the world top 10. Great shot from Sindhu.
18-8.
Well, good work in defence from Sindhu, but Michelle Lee using the dimensions of the court really well in that rally. Yeah, well judged from Sindhu, that shuttle going out wide as soon as it left the racket of Michelle Lee.
19-9.
Well, the flick serve, a surprise, but not to Michelle Lee, dispatched with power and precision.
Service over. 20. Match point 10.
Well, 10 match points for PV Sindhu here in our opening match of this Uber Cup tie. And with that backhand cross court, it brings up the end of the match. First time of asking for PV Sindhu.
Won by India, 21-17.
No great emotion on the face of the Indian business, as usual it seems. And certainly on paper, the results everyone expected. A great fight from Michelle Lee for a game and a half, but Sindhu, once she got into gear, was too hot to handle. Straight games then, PV Sindhu for India. 21-17, 21-10 the scoreline in around 33 minutes. Stay with us after these highlights. Women's doubles coming up for you next. And there are our women's leaders, Mishra and Singhi, a new pairing up against Honderich and Tsai of Canada in about 2 minutes' time. Kristen, serious faces on the profile pictures. Who is here? And our Canadian players, there's Kristen Tsai. She's 26 years of age. They're ranked number 20 at the moment, her and her partner. Just leaving the court now, Rachel Honderich, who is from Toronto in Canada, also 26 years of age. Scottish Open winners last year, consistent performers. Tough to break down this Canadian pair. Typically making quarterfinals and otherwise round 16s of tour events. There is Kristen Tsai, born in Tainan, Taiwan.
Ladies and gentlemen,
representing
on my
Canada,
right,
of course.
Canada, represented by Rachel Honderich and Kristen Tsai. And
Peter
on my
Nazaros
left,
from
India,
Switzerland, our
represented by
umpire for this one.
And Simran Singhi.
And supported by Philip Ayung-Chi from the USA.
Bravo. Play.
And it is Rachel Honderich of Canada on serve in the black and pink. At the bottom of your screens here, nearest us as we look down at the camera.
Service for call, too high, service over, 1-0.
Well, Philip Ayung-Chi taking no prisoners early on in this match with the service fault.
The first double, China, represented by Shang Su-Qian and Sing Ju.
No,
versus Australia, represented by Joyce Chung and Angela Yu.
Service over. Go. Oh.
Umpire, Robertus Tommy Oscariano from Indonesia. Service judge, Reza Roshan Omid from Iran.
Just forcing things a bit too much.
Fault.
Kristen Sai.
Service over. 3, 4.
On court 1, Thomas Cup Group A, the first double. Korea, represented by Kang Min-yuk and Seo Song-jae.
Good return of serve
Versus
from Kristen Sai.
Thailand, represented by เฉลิมพลเจริญกิจอมร and นันทการยอดไพ
Enough
ศาล
pace to force the mistake from the Indian opponents.
Umpire,
Clash of rackets.
from
The rally
Indonesia.
continued momentarily.
Service judge, Ivo Kasser from Switzerland.
A rally well built by
5, 4.
the Indian pair of Mishra and Singhi. Using those angles well.
Six, 5. Service over. 6, 4. Service over.
Rachel Honderich missed times
7, 6.
overhead.
Service over. 7, 4.
Well, what defence. She lost her footing, but managed to stay in the rally.
7. Line judge. 24, please. 24. Simple. Thank you.
And the Canadians happy with the outcome of that one.
Nine, 7. Players, the screen doesn't work anymore. That one works. The screen doesn't work anymore. So listen to my voice. Thank you.
Kristen Sai was just a bit too deep in defence. Too far back in court, gave her opponent a little too much respect. Yeah, that's great from Honderick.
Service over, 10-8.
Kristen Sai having to work really hard in the rally. And the Indians hunting the net. Well, this is great stuff out here on court 3. And finally, Mishra finding a way through the Canadian defence. The 1-2 attack from Shruti Mishra.
9-10.
What placement from Mishra this time. It's backhand into the... Well, fast, flat, mid-court exchanges. And Singhi goes wide.
15-14. Rachel, not close to the net.
Well, the momentum changing with every point, it seems, here.
15.
Desperate diving defence from Kristen Sai.
16, 17.
But only doing enough to lift the shuttle half court. And a terrific fight out here on court number 3. Matthias Boe out here coaching This women's doubles pair must be delighted with how they're performing. But Sai's kept the shuttle in play, taking no chances, and the Indian pair still raining down this attack. Great lift from Honderich. And although the Canadians win the point, Matthias Boe for India, applauding his players who are fighting so hard out here.
I think 17.
Surely, Sai can't keep it up a third time. Terrific in both attack and defence. But the pressure was too much on Kristen Sai in the end, who was turned inside out by that forehand. And the Indian pair back on level terms, deservedly so. Serve was just a touch high, and Rachel Honderich, too experienced to let that one slip. Good return. Advantage Canada. And Shruti Mishra opting for the wrong shot there, really. This stage of the match, needed power on the shuttle, much safer option. Game point for Sai and Honderich. Oh, what a delayed call.
19-20.
Just long off that back line.
Sudirman, wait for the call. Wait for the line. Thank you.
Still game point to Canada, and they're back on the attack, but India have turned this around. Oh, the reverse slice drop from Honderich takes the opening game. It could have gone either way, really. And perhaps the experience of Honderich just shining through in vital moments, enough to take the opening game. Plenty more to come. 21-19.
And then we don't go for the close defense unless we're 100% sure we get it over. Okay?
When you stay in the front, stay back one step, or either looking for the other court. Where the drives are longer ones. Because Verde is slow, so that's why they are trying to take all the time.
Okay? So 100% ready before you rally. Keep moving the feet, okay? Fight for each and every drive. Here, this side, we can still push. We'll just see if our pushes go out, but for them it'll be even more difficult to get it away. So when we push, we stay in and we stay aggressive, because they can't lift it over us.
even though if the bird is slow, like you don't need to afraid to wait the bird. You have to fight. Yeah. Okay. And
Just to mix it up a little. Okay, come on. Every point, every point.
Second game, level, play.
Well, let's see what words of advice from the coaching staff can make a difference in this second game.
Service over, 1, love. Service over, 1-all. Service over,
And the forehand into the net
10.
for Honderich.
8-10.
Keeping the Indian pair in this opening half a game here.
Service over, 11-8, 8-1.
Well, 3 points the difference, mid-game interval in the second.
so much better than timing.
Honderich and Tsai from Canada.
More lighter now because you're caring about more timing. Then easy to play. That's what I want. Okay. Second one, when we receive after my partner serving, they always let it drop. Either this way. Even though when they hit into the middle shot, one forward is easier to run backward. Right? So looking for the drive shot, even that time when they drive either side, we don't need to hit stronger.
You're not killing it. Okay? So every time you play, a little bit more alert with the racket now again. Yeah, it's okay, it's okay. Just stay on balance. It's fine. It's fine. You're doing fine from backward. Just a little bit more alert with the racket, okay?
Shooting, receive. 11-8. Play. Service over.
Well, great placement. Tied Tsai up there for a moment. Interesting to listen to the two coaches during the break. Very different this time in terms of their advice. Canadian coach talking about movement and
Service
what to
over.
look for,
12-9.
and Tejas Bow talking to his Indian players about getting ready with the racket, happy with how they were hitting from the rear court. Just wanted them a bit earlier in the mid to net area with the racket.
Ball.
And a slip from Misha. And good placement from Rachel Honderich to spot the struggling Shruti Mishra.
9. Late.
Lots of big points now for the Indians. They want to stay in this match.
15-9.
Tsai and Honderich pulling away with a lead we haven't seen throughout. Certainly game one, which was point for point all the way through.
16-9. Super. 10, 16.
But about 9 of the last 12 points going the way of the Canadians here.
Super. 17, 10.
Mishra and Shruti will need to stem the flow. Well, that's one way to do it, to call for a timeout, medical timeout, I believe. Well, this injury could be problematic for Shruti Mishra if that's her racket hand. Let's hope it doesn't interfere with her ability to hold the racket.
18.
Good return of serve from Singhi. Well, Singhi misfiring.
Well, change the shuttle.
And it's now or never for the young Indian pair.
Match point, well.
Mishra this time into the net, and with 8 match points. The writing looks to be on the wall here for Mishra and Singhi. Oh, good pick up from Kristen Tsai. Oh, lovely from Honderich. Just the change of angle at the last second, brushing across the shuttle.
Match won by Canada, 21-19, 21.
And the first game so easily could have been different. But the Canadians dug deep and they showed their quality in the second.
Nice. With the bird, I mean. I mean that too. I already said that.
So honours even in the tie, 1 match all, 1 point to India and 1 to Canada. The women's doubles, Rachel Honderich and Kristen Tsai take this game 21-19, 21-12 over Shruti Mishra and Simran Singhi, but it's not going to be the last we see of those two players. A couple of minutes of highlights coming up for you before the second of our women's singles. Akashi Kashyap is up against Zhang Wenyu in just a few moments. Very capable of making it through this group.
On court 4, Uber Cup Group B, the second single, China, represented by He Bingjiao, Mukhani from India,
On my right,
service judge,
Canada,
Janelin Fundao
represented
from
by
Philippines,
Wang Zichang. And on my left, India, represented by Akashi Kashyap. Canada to serve, love all, play. One love.
Well, Zhang going for the line in her first attack, and Kashyap unsure as to play it. Reverse cross drop from Kashyap.
Service over.
Signs of her abilities.
1-all.
Not a bad length on the lift from that tumbling, spinning net shot. But what a turn cross from Zhang.
Over. 2-1.
Look how late she took this and turned it cross court. Great skill. Well, she certainly knows how to hold a racket, does Zhang Wenyu. 3 trick shots in a row in that rally.
Four. 4-1. 5-1. Service over. 2.
Well, she's getting hurt by these slice drop shots from Kashyap. Just a bit slow, Zhang, in defence. Legs not loaded enough and just a bit too late into the rear court. A couple of times in the last 2 rallies.
Service over.
But what she lacks in defence, she does make up for
4.
in her skillful attacking ability.
Service over. 5-6. Service over. 7-6.
Well, she put it all on the line with that shot. And 2 overheads from the same position for Akashi Kashyap into the net. Needs to stay calm and rally her opponents here, keep the rallies going, because when Yu Zhang is struggling in defence at times.
Service over.
And there's a good example.
7-8.
Under no real pressure as well. That should be bread and butter for any singles player at this level.
8-0. Service over. 9-0.
I do like that long high serve from Yu Zhang.
10-0.
No real threat from that position. Kashyap.
11-10. Interval.
And an almost uninterested look from Zhang Wenyu
On course 1, Thomas
as
Cup
Akashi
Group A.
Kashyap takes us to the mid-game
second
interval. Just 1
single,
point the difference.
Korea, represented by Jong Hyuk Jin. Versus Thailand, represented by Kantapon Wangchareun. Umpire Eric DeRose from Canada. Serving judge Bert Van Horenbeek from Belgium.
(11-10). Play.
Yeah, drifting out wide.
Service over. 11-0.
Needs to stay focused here. Zhang Wenyu, she was looking to finish the points a bit too early at times, just before the mid-game interval. That's brilliant.
12-11. Play. Service over. 12-0.
Well, that's watch. 21-17, the opening game then to Zhang Wenyu of Canada.
Court 3, 20 seconds. Court 3, 20 seconds. Second game. Love all. Play.
So a very slight advantage to Team Canada at this stage. 1 point each in the tie. And Wenyu Zhang up in this match after taking the first game. For the clear 2 flat.
Love.
And the attack accurate this time from Zhang.
3, love. Kashyap, return the shuttle. 4, love.
Well, the wheels are falling off here for Akashi Kashyap after what was a reasonably solid start to the opening game.
Service over. 1-4.
Well, Kashyap in defence, favouring that side of the court and still couldn't get to the smash. Accuracy from Wenyu Zhang.
Service over. 2-5.
Yeah, better rally from Kashyap.
5.
Even from the choice of serve, variation and pushing Zhang into those rear two corners. It was working in the middle of the first game.
Service over. 6-3. Seven, 3. Out. Service over.
And finally a serve less than perfect for Wenyu Zhang.
Five, 7. Service over. 8-5. Nine, 5.
Inch perfect from Zhang. And frustrations for
5.
Akashi Kashyap. Not really sure what to do with that long high serve of Zhang.
Service over. 6-10.
But Zhang will make mistakes if Kashyap can keep the rally going long enough.
7-10.
And that drift kicking
Service
into
over.
play one more time.
11-7.
Zhang Wenyu
Interval.
with a 4-point lead at the mid-game interval, 1 game to the good. And Canada looking good here in this tie at this stage.
finishing.
ड्रॉप के वजह थोड़ा फाइन मत मारो, लंबा 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 मारो और रैली को है ना, रेडी फॉर द लॉन्ग
Well, better in defence from Zhang this time.
7.
Kashyap fighting back here, but largely due to the errors from to a third. She certainly has the abilities to do so.
Service over.
But the game is being won and lost in her own head at the moment,
16.
rather than on the court.
Service over. 17-all. Change.
Lovely. What a shot from Zhang Wenyu. Hold and then flick up the line. Just kept it in. I worried for a moment early in that rally. She went cross with power and put herself in real trouble.
Service over. 18.
But Kashyap here just going about her business quietly, doing whatever she can to stay in these rallies, and it's enough. It's gone wide.
19-18.
On court 2, Uber Cup Group A, the second double, Japan, represented by Nami Masuyama and Shiharu Shida.
Well, that's wonderful from Kashyap.
Germany, represented by Annabella Jagger and Leona Mikowski.
Straight smash, so accurate.
Umpire.
Game points
to the
Indian.
Service judge, Cody Nish from the USA.
First time of asking.
Second game won by India.
And it's hard not to say that Wenyu Zhang threw that game away, really. All the capabilities. But was very hit and miss throughout. Kashyap takes the second then, 21-18.
Yeah, the draft is like,
yeah,
I forgot that.
yeah. So now, no panic. But now, but you got to stay that focus. You got to stay that.
खेल अभी मैं समझा ना एक दूसरी चीज़ है कि जब आप सब करते हो हमें ये पॉइंट को वो पॉइंट अगर हम इसे पुश कर पाए तो हमें वहीं से विक्ट्री रिटर्न आएगी तो ना है ना और जैसे टॉसेस भी आप टॉसेस मार सकते हैं दूसरा शॉट मार सकते हैं वो ड्रॉप की बजाय ना ड्रॉप में आ गया फट से बड़ा फट चला
Court 3, 20 seconds. Court 3, 20 seconds. Final game. Love all. Play.
I thought for a moment Zhang managed to get some strings under that shuttle. Again, such terrific fight from Zhang throughout the rally. And then at the last moment she tries something so audacious. Huge signs of immaturity, sadly. But at 19 you can forgive her for that. Better from Zhang. Well, starting to look. She might have had a physical issue there, Zhang Wenyu. Let's hope not.
Return the shuttle.
Well, line judge says in.
3.
Umpire was very quick to agree. Let's see if we can tell on the replay. Yeah, looks to have caught the line. Nice backhand initially on the block, turning it across from Zhang. Gave herself options then. Catching up so late to the net.
Service over.
Good attack from Kashyap.
4-3. Service over. 4-all.
Oh, Zhang talking to herself out there. called in. Again, hunting those lines, Zhang Wenyu.
Service over. 5-0. Service over. 6-5.
Well, it's entertaining stuff. Such creativity, signs of genius at times from Wenyu Zhang, but madness at other times.
7-5. Service over.
Yeah, and Kashyap really indecisive in that round the head corner.
11-9.
It's better to see some defensive fight from the Canadian.
Service over. 12-11.
Well, Zhang with the slip
13.
and almost stopped. She could have got the second one, but
Fourteen, 11. Service over.
better from Zhang.
12-14.
Brilliant.
Service over.
Kashyap patient,
15.
picking her moment to go with the heart attack.
Service over.
And then Zhang can come up with something incredible like that. Such a difficult skill, but when it comes off for Zhang, she looks like one of the best players in the world. Yeah, terrific rally from Zhang this time.
15.
A bit more patient and not going for an outright 100% winner. And that's the key for Zhang. She needs to play at that level now, as the tension builds towards the end of the match. Wonderful again from Zhang, half caught the lift, but Kashyap still fighting.
Service over. 16-14.
Yeah, nice to see from the Canadian coach applauding that point, because although the shuttle was in the net, the style in which Zhang was playing the point was spot on. Oh, it's gone wide.
17-14.
Just squeezed a bit too tight. Well, no challenge available.
14.
Same line judge calling that smash wide of that line.
Service over. 15-18.
Every point now terrifically important, not just for Zhang and Kashyap in this match, not even just for the outcome of the tie, but the likelihood is, with South Korea in this group, such a strong team throughout, they should go through on merit, and it will come down to most likely who's going to go through with them, which ought to be Canada or India.
15.
And with the next couple of ties, that could also go either way. So much riding on the outcome of this match.
16-20. Kashyap.
Four more match points
17.
for Kashyap, but that's two saved by Wenyu Zhang. And the block into the net has handed the point and indeed the match to Arkashi Kashyap, who doesn't look thrilled with the result. I would expect relief might be the overriding emotion for the Indian, but I wonder if even she understands the importance potentially of that match and that result, because this tie and indeed this team's chances of getting through this group might have just come down to that performance there by Arkashi Kashyap. Game score 17-21, 21-18, 21-17 to the Indians, who are now 2-1 on points with 2 remaining. Women's doubles coming up next for you. Crasto and Jolly, again with a chance to undo Wu and Choi of Canada, and that will be with us in just a few moments' time. Well, wild out wide from Jolly in the first point.
One, love. Love. Three, love. Service over. 1-3.
And everybody seemingly a little tense, a little tight at the moment. Yeah, that's nice from Crasto.
2-3.
Crasto 19 years old and Jolly, her partner, 18 years old. A real memorable experience here to be representing their country in the Uber Cup.
3-4.
Great attack from the Indians. Crasto smashed straight down the middle and Jolly pounced at the net. Well, a slip from Jolly,
Service over.
and she couldn't recover.
All.
Good to see her smiling about it at least. Well, what a forehand from Josephine Wu. Good serve from Choi, but yes, that forehand.
Service over. 5-all.
Well, Choi caught by surprise with the flick serve from Crasto. Well, plenty of quality on show here in this women's doubles.
On court 4, Uber Cup Group B, the third single, China, represented by Zhang Yiman.
Just long the flick serve.
Versus Australia.
I'm not sure if
represented by
Josephine
Wen Ho.
Wu actually left that shuttle or was just simply lucky that the shuttle went wide, but what a shot in return from Crasto.
From Philippines.
She is something special, this 18-year-old.
Serving judge Shairesh Kuntani from India.
Beautiful from the Indians, mixing up their attack, creating some great angles here. And again, Crasto, the nerve to just stand and turn the shuttle to surprise her opponent at the last second.
Service over 7-10. Service over 11-7 interval.
Well, 4 points, the lead now for Tanisha Crasto and Teresa Jolly. Great start for the Indian pair here.
You don't need to be scared now. When we drive, we have two options. After first drive, we need to ready for the next drive very fast. Either
And if there is something at the net, you just catch it and sit ready with the racket. And most important thing is 90% in the racket, 100% in the feet. And if we're in doubt, if the net or something,
more just like boxing.
4-3.
Birdie is not fast.
We're on the slow side.
Also,
Play.
Well, Crasto rushing the net in defence.
Service over 8-12.
Perhaps a little enthusiastically.
Service over 13-8.
Well, a run of points here for Crasto and Jolly. And early signs of their dominance here in this match. Well, Choi doing her best to get out of that around the head corner and into the net where she feels most comfortable. And the first time of asking. So the Canadians here with it all to do. if they hope to keep this tie alive, and if they hope to give their teammate Rachel Chan a chance to beat India in the 5th matchup this evening.
Service over, 1-love.
But it's a tough ask, 21-9 that scoreline in the opening game here. And the youngsters, the teenagers, Jolly and Crasto, looking confident out there.
On court 2, Uber Cup Group A.
Yeah, it's gone wide.
The third single, Japan, represented by Saena Kawakami. Versus Germany, represented by Celine Hughes. Umpire, Kang Sun-yong from Korea. Service judge, Harriet Samugabi from Uganda.
Well, uncharacteristic from Tanisha Crasto. Did not need a second invitation. That's better, but it's all Josephine Wu at the moment. Catherine Choi just cruising around, keeping the shuttle going down, but not really adding anything. And I wonder whether that heavily strapped right knee might be the reason why she's not quite at the races.
Service over, 5-all.
Return of serve from Josephine Wu.
6-5.
Apology from Wu. The shuttle directed at Tanisha Crasto. Defense from Choi this time. Yes, good leave.
8-5.
As she got up there, Choi, just a quick stretch of that right knee. Brilliant from Crasto.
Service over, 6-8.
Shaw needs to be careful serving out wide to the forehand of Crasto. She's so strong with the racket there. And again, Catherine Choi just lifts out at every return of serve. She never plays net. She never attacks the serve and pushes it down. Just stands back and lifts out into a corner. Very casual.
8-all.
Let's see if she does something different this time. Nope, relaxed, stands back, lifts out into a corner, gets beat once again.
9-8.
It's got to have an injury, Joy. I can't understand the style of play otherwise. Brilliant from Josephine Wu.
Service over 9-all.
There's a better return of serve. Crasto showing us how it's done. Stepping forward and playing with pace. Well, it's a disappointing end to that first half of the game from Choi. Just laboured, lacklustre. But again, Crasto and Jolly in control of this second game now. Only by 2 points, but I'm sure they have all the momentum they need with them at this stage.
We go straight, okay? That's the thing. We don't cross, we go straight. Second thing is, net more play, half step back.
Earlier. Okay, don't wait.
Play. Service over 10-11.
Good this time from the Canadians. Going wide, good return of serve from Jolly.
Service over 12-11.
Great racket skills from Tanisha Crasto. There's that forehand again, just time on the shuttle and she can just pick her spot and turn the shuttle into that space. A casual lift again from Choi off return, unable to keep it in court. Points the difference. Only useful if it wins the point. She could have worked hard to get into position to defend properly. There must be a reason why she didn't. sad end to what might have been an incredible matchup, but we can't take anything away from Tanisha Crasto and Teresa Jolly, the teenagers, and tonight the heroes of India as they clinch a 3-1 lead now. Certainty of winning the tie with one match remaining in women's singles. That scoreline, 21-9, 21-15, in a little under half an hour here. Women's singles, the fifth matchup left for us. Ashmita Chaliha and Rachel Chan coming up for you after these highlights. Don't go anywhere. Well, 4 courts we're looking at and 4 matches down. India with a 3-1 lead now and certainty of taking the tie now. However, Canada can gain an extra point here, which might be helpful later. Early stages yet in the Yuba Cup. Women's singles, our final matchup. For India, Ashmita Chaliha, and for Canada, Rachel Chan, as they have just made their way down on to court number 3. Well, there's very little to choose between these two on paper. Could go either way, and wouldn't it have been nice if we'd have been deadlocked at 2 points each? Well, this is Ashmita Chaliha, now 22 years of age, from Guwahati in India, 64th in the world rankings, not far from her career high of 60 and 168 in height. Her opponent today, Rachel Chan. Just 18 years of age, from Toronto in Canada, 164, a similar height, and certainly at her career high of 86, already at the tender age of 18. She's one of the Canadian stars for the future, really. Semi-final at the Pan Am Championships, beating Wen Yu Zhang, who we saw earlier along the way. That's Sydney Gallos, our umpire from New Zealand today, and he's supported by Halda Dissot from France, today's service judge. Yeah, in years to come, this young lady, Rachel Chan's going to be up there competing for that Pan Am title, I've no doubt, with Beiwen Zhang and, of course, Michelle Lee. But Ashmita Chaliha is capable of great performances too. Swiss Open earlier this year, she had a really tight game with Scotland's Kirsty Gilmore. Signs that she can compete, and she was in the quarter-finals of the Sunrise India Open earlier this year as well, losing out to her teammate PV Sindhu in that one.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, India, represented by Ashmita Chaliha. And on my left, Canada, represented by Rachel Chan. Canada serve, double, play. Service over, 1 low.
Yeah, good tight spinning net shot from Chan.
Service over.
Setting up the short lift.
1-4. Two, 1. Service over. 2-all. Service over. 3-2. Four, 2. Service over. 3-4.
Well, interesting serve from Chaliha.
Service over. 5-3.
Rattling through these early points in game one already. Oh, it's called in. What a shot from Rachel Chan.
6-3.
Both players looking at the line judge, and Chan turns to her coach and shrugs as if to say, well, I thought that was out. That's gone wide.
7-3.
And terrific net shot from Red. The serve short this time from Rachel Chan, but
20.
Chalia failing to capitalise, and Chan now with 8 game points here in this opener. And that's gone wide.
Game.
The return of serve from Chalia.
Won by Canada, 21-12.
Rachel Chan looking strong out here. And has taken the opener, 21-12 the scoreline.
Then you're just going to be rewarded for that. And she's got just nothing. But great mix-up of the right there and the smash here. The smash is working really well. You're setting it up well. Net is also working well. Yeah, solid. Now we get
रोक के मार क्योंकि इधर से स्लो है नेट पे चढ़ जा बस लगाओ तो चढ़ने के लिए रेडी रहो हमेशा हाँ अच्छा खेल रही है जस्ट कोर्ट में रखना है तू आउट मारे तो ही पॉइंट मिल रहा है और नेट पे क्लोज ड्रिबल का लिफ्ट को मिड कोर्ट गया तो ही पॉइंट मिल रहा है अदरवाइज कहाँ से पारा बॉल पॉइंट रैली में पॉइंट नहीं आ रहा उसको एक भी नहीं आ रहा डिफेंस में भी पॉइंट नहीं आ रहा फिर तू आउट मारे तो ही आ रहा तू नहीं मारे तो हो गया और ऑब्वियसली तो ये हवा में खेलना थोड़ा ट्रिकी है लेकिन बस खेलते हैं कंसिस्टेंट थोड़ा कोर्ट में रखे तो बस है जोश कम नहीं है
Court 3, 20 seconds. Court 3, 20 seconds. Second game. Level. Play.
Return of serve just wide.
1 love.
Great net shot from Chalia. Sets up the attack, but great defence from Chan, at least initially.
Service over. 1-0.
Oh, she's kept that in court.
Service over. 2-1.
Gone wide. But the defence from Chan, so balanced there, for instance. And the hair just landing on 2 feet so well. And recovering back to base. Great shot from Chalia. A well-worked point this time for the Indian.
2-4. 3, 4.
And the wrong option perhaps for Shalia.
So it's over. 5, 3.
She had done the hard work, but the cross court clear, drifting out wide.
Six, 3.
Great cross block from Rachel Chan, and the reverse slice, straight drop. Wonderful badminton.
Canada.
7.
Right. 11-10, the lead now for the Indian.
Cross drop mark, या straight drop mark.
या टैगिंग टॉस
कुछ भी उसको पहले वैसा भला
Court 3,
बोला तभी मार
20 seconds.
हाँ चल पा
Court 3, 20 seconds. Eleven, 10, play.
Oh, she's missed the straight smash, Chan.
12, 10.
Worked so hard to set up the attack. What a shot from Chaliha.
14, 10.
And everything's going her way.
15, 10.
She was 8-4 down. Just 7 or 8 minutes ago, and she turned that around.
16, 10.
To 16-10 up here in this second game. And the coach just advising to Chan to get some focus. "13 of the last 15 points have gone to the Indian."
18, 10.
And there, for some reason, it's not the same Rachel Chan we saw in the opening game.
19-10. Service over. 11-19.
Great defence from Chalia this time.
Service over. 20, game point 11.
And she's dug deep here in the second and just kept the shuttle in play and kept working hard. Rachel Chan misses another, and
second game won by India. 21-11.
a strange performance in the second for Rachel Chan. But you can't knock Ashmita Chalia. She did what she needed to do, and she took the second game, the scoreline of 21-11. And we're going to a third and final deciding game.
इधर से तू अगर 6 पॉइंट बना ली मैच में उधर जाके फाड़ दे सकते बस उतना ही टारगेट दे 6 पॉइंट को टारगेट कर मैंने
So I'm going to make sure that I'm on balance when I get shots. I catch it high, because the higher I catch it, I'm not going to go for all these net rolls at the beginning. I'm going to get simple. I'm going to still put pressure on her, but that doesn't mean I'm going to go for the position. I got to get back.
ऐसा अंदर आता तो तू ड्रिबल करके ऊपर से ढकल देगा उसको 1 2 3 जर्रा अगर तू कंट्रोल करके पीछे रख ली ना मिडकोर्ट गया तो प्रॉब्लम नहीं है जैसे उसका टेंशन मत ले मगर जो है वो अच्छा पंच तेज है
Fourth 3, 20 seconds. Fourth 3, 20 seconds. Final game. Level play.
So let's see if Rachel Chan has regained some composure. 8-4 up in the second and lost the game to 11. Quite an incredible turnaround in favour of Ashmita Chalia from India here. Just wide.
Service over. 1. Two, 1. Three, 1.
Good block from Chan. Taking the pace off the shuttle.
1.
And Chalia Chalia with too much ground to cover. Better from Chan. Committing to working hard here to keep the shuttle in play. Good from Chalia. Just the right height and pace to force Chan to taking the shuttle early. Tougher execution than if she has plenty of time behind the shuttle. Chalia kept that one in play as well. It looked to have been going out wide. The net cord helping Chan.
Service over. 6-3.
And good use of that high, tight net shot from Chan. She was using it in the opening game really well. What a block, but it's gone wide.
Service over. 4-6. Over 7-4. Bye.
Inch perfect, the smash from Chalia.
5-8.
What a net shot from the Indian. Chan was hunting the net reply as well, but the quality from Chalia is so good. And that was an impressive rally from the Canadian.
Service over. 9-6.
Everything worked. Footwork, shot placement.
Ten, 6. Eleven, 6. Interval.
Well, she's fighting it again, Rachel Chan. Change of ends here in the third. And half a game left in this tie.
Good stop here, half a game now. Okay, come on, don't play tomorrow. Nothing to think about.
इधर से मजे लेना है अस्मिता। अस्मिता पॉइंट के लिए मत खेल, पॉइंट के लिए खेलो तो क्या है? भगा मजे ले। पॉइंट तो खुद आ जाएगा।
Play.
Wonderful from Chaliha, pinning Chan into that deep rear corner. Well, the mop's coming out for sure. It's so humid out here in Bangkok.
Service over. 13-7.
Oh, Chan misfires. The court was open.
13.
Great work in defence from Chaliha. And Chan's attack finding a way through eventually.
14-8. It's over. 9-14.
The attack, but again, Chalina working so hard. That's going wide.
20. Next point, 19.
Much like her teammate earlier in the women's singles, Wen Yu Zhang, she looks to have all the components to have won the match reasonably comfortably, in fairness, and yet can't put it all together when it matters. Match point, Ashmita Chalia, but it's been saved.
Oh.
Chan going over the top. And again, giving it everything, both of these players. Well, the rallies are just getting better and better in this match. What a point for Chaliha.
21-20.
The perspiration dripping off Rachel Chan as she faces match point. And she's done it. Ashmita Chaliha has come back. I mean, what a comeback.
12, 21, 11, 22, 20.
After the opening game at 21-12 and 8-4 up in the second, Rachel Chan looked to be cruising through this match. And somehow, this woman, Ashmita Chaliha, has come back in a thrilling end to that third and final game. Game score then, 12-21, 21-11 and 22-20 with an epic finish. Well, they saved the best until the last few moments. As we take a look at the highlights from that one. Well, no highlights just yet. A roundup of all the matches we've seen in this tie. PV Sindhu, slightly slow to start, but came back fighting against Michelle Lee, and a composed finish, took that one in straight games. And the women's doubles, it's fair to say Honderik and Sai just had that little bit more experienced against Mishra and Singhi, and that was a 2-love result as well. And well, Zhang Wenyu for Canada, she had it on a plate at one stage. She should have won the match really, but it was Akashi Kashyap that came through to give India a 2-1 lead. Crasso and Jolie just dominant in the second women's doubles, taking the result to 3-1. And we've just seen an awesome comeback from Ashmita Chaliha in the third women's singles, overcoming Rachel Chan 22-20 in the third deciding game. Taking the result to 4-1 to India. USA lost 5-0 in theirs to Korea earlier, so it's still all to play for. We're back tomorrow at 9 AM, Japan versus the USA, Thomas Cup in Group D, followed by India and Canada again in the Thomas Cup. And then finally tomorrow evening, Uber Cup for China versus Spain at 7 PM local time. Join us again then on Court 3 here. I'm Bobby Griffin saying thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll see you all again tomorrow.